Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Roland.
And I'm Dad.
Together we are
R.A.D
Reviews.
So we're back.
Yeah.
And we're
we're
wearing
back
these.
with another movie review for
Yeah.
you guys.
Oh wait,
And
what are we wearing?
We are wearing glasses.
3D
what type
glasses.
of glasses? 3D glasses.
Because what did we go see?
We went and saw the new Avatar, Fire and Ash.
In 3D.
In 3D.
But here's the thing, I can't see with these things on. They're really weird, right?
Yeah.
It's like, 3D.
Uh-huh. Alright.
Yeah. Alright, let's take... now we can see. Now we can see. So we went and saw Avatar, Fire and Ash. And which installment of the Avatar movie is this?
3.
The third one.
Yeah.
Right.
So
the first one was just Avatar.
Yeah.
What was the second one?
Second one was Avatar, the Way of the Water.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Did we do a review on that?
No.
No. We went and saw it though.
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember why we did
the
review.
The review, that movie came out in 23 or 22.
Maybe we got to it late.
But before our YouTube channel started.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say maybe we got to it late, but not as late as we went to the movies last night.
Oh my gosh.
So we decided, it's crazy this time of year. It's holiday for us.
Yeah.
We've got things going. We went on the Christmas cruise last night, which is where a bunch of us, we get in custom trucks and we decorate them with lights and we go for a ride.
Yeah.
And we decided as soon as we got done, which was 9:30 at night, that we were going to go see the movie. We wanted to see it the night before.
The movie didn't start till
10:15.
No, 10:15.
Yeah.
But previews were till almost 11
or after
30.
11, after 11. So the movie got out at about 1:45 in the morning. It was, and somebody didn't make it through the movie without falling asleep. But that's okay. He had school yesterday.
Zombie mode.
He had school yesterday.
I had school that morning.
He'd been up since 5:50 in the morning, and we were all excited to go see it. And the movie was just so long he couldn't get to the end of it.
Yeah,
that's okay. But we still got enough to do a review, didn't we? Okay. All right. So let's talk about what's the first Avatar about? Do you remember?
The first Avatar is about the character Jake Sully.
Yep.
And
he's a military.
He starts off
guy.
in a wheelchair.
Right. He's an injured. Military Marine. I think he's a Marine. Yeah, he's a Marine. And they go to another planet, and there is it's
all this laboratory, right? And
they're doing science experiments on the planet, and they also bring military over there to protect them from the local indigenous creatures, which are called the Navi. Is that right? Navi,
yes.
Navi. And he ends up kind of finding that their way of life is better than the humans' way of life. And he uses what's called an avatar, which is where the movie comes from.
Yeah.
He uses the avatar to, he goes into the avatar body and acts like, or is one of them. So it's like a cloned body of these things that he can transfer his mind into. And then he falls in love with the daughter of the king and queen. And then by the end of the movie, a big battle ensues, and he actually becomes a full-time Navi. And then we get into the second movie.
So the second movie is they're the Earth people, right? They're the
No, they're the Navi in the second one. Remember, they get married.
I know. I'm saying, which land are they from? They're the Earth, right? They're the Earth people. That's what they were saying, right?
What they were calling Sky people. They call them Sky people.
So they go to see the water people, like So the second movie is called The Way of the Water.
Right.
And
so it's almost like this first movie.
Yeah.
Only it's in water instead of in the forest.
The second movie was just. I almost thought the second movie was so beautiful because all the water. It was all water life, and then they kind of become friends with some of the water people.
Well, that's interesting. I wanted to say something, and it's weird that you say that, but I wanted to mention that the first movie is the most beautiful movie I have ever seen.
Right.
I went and saw it myself.
Uh-huh.
That movie may have came out when you were a baby.
2000.
2000.
Yes.
Okay, so I remember
Before.
going and seeing that movie by myself in the theater because his mom didn't want to see it, and I was just in awe of how beautiful the movie is, the colors. Now
Yeah.
the whole movie it was in CG. It was all computer generated.
So do you remember? Did you see the first one in 3D?
Yeah. I don't remember. It was too long ago. But so then the second movie you say is beautiful, which is weird. I feel like we've had this conversation. So you say that the second movie is beautiful.
I agree that the first two are beautiful.
I like the first movie better than the second movie. Just to make it.
You got to stick with the original.
Yeah. Well, but to me, the first movie was more beautiful. It was more vibrant and colorful. So okay. So they go to the water people. They have another battle. I don't really remember. So something happened.
Are you talking about this movie now?
No, the second movie.
Second movie.
So the second movie. Oh, we got to mention the bad guy. The bad guy is a colonel.
Yes.
And
we might as well go over the cast.
Well, we can go over a little bit.
Talking, I'll just click on here.
The interesting thing about the cast is most of them you can't even tell who they are because they're it's all computer generated. People. Yeah, a few of them are in their normal, or in their human form.
All right, so oh my gosh, yes, 3 hours and 17 minutes.
That's how long the movie is. 3 hours and 17.
God.
We didn't know that before we went. So.
All right, so star of the movie Jake Sully is played by Sam Worthington. Right?
Yeah, and he's played in a few movies, but you're mostly gonna know him from Avatar. That's kind of his big movie. So.
Neytiri, I think that's how you pronounce it. That's
Neytiri.
Neytiri.
Now that I see it, it's Neytiri.
That's how you that's Sully's wife in the movie.
She's one of the
Navi. Zendala.
Yeah.
And you may know her from Gamora. She played Gamora.
Oh, okay, that's that same.
Galaxy, yes.
You're right. I guess I never put that together. So.
There's
don't talk about her yet because she's kind of.
This is a new character.
No, she's returned from the first ones, but.
This is the bad guy, I think.
Yeah.
Miles.
No, Stephen Lang is his name. He plays.
I know.
He plays Colonel Miles Kortic.
Kortic, yes.
And he's kind of the bad guy.
Could you pick out some of the children?
No, not really.
I think this is the son, Loic.
Yeah. So let's get back to
right.
So in this movie, where does this movie take place? So if the first movie was in the forest,
this movie takes place also starting in the water, and then they go to the air people.
Yeah, a little bit in the air. But where would you say? Well, you might not get it because you missed the last half hour. Yeah. I'm gonna interject and say that most of this movie took place in the human, not their world, in the human base. So everything was really. There were tanks and pipes and containers, and it was very metallic and cement in this movie. So the first movie was kind of in the woods or in the forests, and it was green. And then the second movie was underwater, and this one was a little bit all over the place, but most of the movie took place on the human base. And so that's where I felt like most of this movie was. It was a lot in the dark with fire kind of coming out of exhaust pipes and stuff like that. So.
All right, so I'm gonna name off some of the children. Bailey Bass, I think, plays the oldest daughter.
I'm not gonna know. You can't
Trinity Bliss. I can't pronounce her name, but that's the youngest daughter. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
And then, Spider is played by Jack Champion.
Okay, so Spider is the Colonel's son.
Yes.
But he lives with the Navi now, and he wears a face masks to breathe.
Yeah.
And he's kind of the only human that spends the whole movie as a human in the movie. But so I wanted to say something. We didn't really talk about the movie, but this movie revolves mostly around the kids. It revolves around Jake's kids and the Colonel's kids, and then the one other actress. So if you remember the first movie, Sigourney Weaver She's kind of the biggest actress in the whole movie. She plays the doctor in the first movie, and sadly she dies at the end of the first movie. But she had a half daughter, like she had a DNA made daughter, and that is the girl who you said.
Yes, Sigourney Weaver. You might know her from Ghostbusters.
Yeah, she played in the very first Ghostbusters. But so
she
comes back in this movie in bit pieces, but the majority of it is her daughter. So again, this movie is the kids.
And that's the mother. That's the mother.
Well, kind of. She didn't know she ever had a daughter. They created her daughter from her DNA.
Yes.
Okay. Right. But kind of like they made an Avatar. It's the same thing. So
I was wrong. Bailey Bass plays the main girl of the water people. Remember the one that the son, it's the middle son, I think it is, or the younger son.
But again, you can see a little bit in their facial features, but for the most part,
yeah.
But let the another big name that you may know is Kate Winslet. She played in the movie Titanic, I believe. She's another big actress, but again, you don't see her. She's done up as one of the Na'vi people. So
Norm Spellman, the doctor.
Let me see. Where are we looking?
Norm Spellman, the doctor, from
Joel David Moore.
You might know him from Dodgeball.
Yeah. So he played in the first movie. I don't know if he was in the second movie, but he comes back and he does a stint as the human and also in his avatar, his Na'vi avatar. Yeah. So okay, so let's get to the plot of the movie.
All right.
So go ahead and tell what you can remember of the plot.
So the movie begins with them at the water people's village, basically, and the mother is definitely going through a lot of trauma because at the end of the second movie, the son dies.
One of her sons.
Oldest son.
Yeah, he got
killed.
The
oldest son dies because he gets shot in the fiery explosion of the it was like an underwater ship battle.
Right. But then in this movie, she's going through some depression because of the loss of her son. Yeah. But on top of that, the bigger thing is the colonel is back again. They can't seem to kill this guy. Yeah. He dies every movie, but he's back again in another avatar.
I don't think he died in the second movie. He made it through alive in the second movie.
He's got a personal vendetta against Jake Sully, and he keeps coming back. He's also coming back for his son.
Yeah.
The daughter of the doctor, the doctor that passed away at the end of the first movie, the daughter, she's going through a lot of emotional stuff because she doesn't know where she belongs. She can't seem to talk to...
I'll have to rewatch this movie because...
But she can't talk to Awa. Awa is the planet, the god of the planet, and it goes through everything, and she's trying to connect to it like all the other Na'vi do, and she just can't.
I'm interested in rewatching this movie because...
And then the brothers feels like he's at fault for killing his older brother. It's a huge emotional thing. So
Spider doesn't want to go with his dad. He wants to be part of the family that he's with.
Right. But why do they need him to go? Why do they want him to go away?
'Cause he's a human.
But why else?
They think he's going to turn on them, probably.
No. It's because they're afraid he's going to die.
Yes.
They want him to go back to human people
they're
because
afraid
he has to wear a mask to live with them. And we're not going to get too in-depth as to what happens there.
Right.
But it's a complex movie.
Uh-huh.
And the movie was 3 hours and 15 minutes.
17, yeah.
3 hours and 17 minutes. And to be honest with you, it was too long. It could have been 2 movies. In my opinion, they probably could have broken it up and made 2 more, but I think maybe they were just wrapping this one up. And there were so
I don't
many
think
stories.
It's the end to a franchise.
Well, I don't think so either. But the thing is there was so many stories going on that they were trying to tell. All right, so let's get to our reviews.
Our ratings,
and to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
What would you give it? So he made it through about 2 hours of it.
No, I made it through
2 hours and
no,
15 minutes.
I made it through 2 hours and like 40 minutes.
Oh yeah. You're right. So he fell asleep about a half hour before it ended.
37
and I
minutes
sat
remaining,
through the
and I
end,
was
so.
like, I can't do this. Right.
So what? In the time that you were awake through it, what would you give it?
I would give it half a thumbs up. I think the movie was just battles within battles, and I liked the way it was going.
Okay.
And I can tell you my favorite scene was the kids are getting chased by this new group of bad guys, which are the Ash people.
Okay.
And
we forgot to mention them. Yeah.
Yeah, the Ash people are the new bad guy in this movie. There was actually 2 good fight scenes that I remember seeing. My favorite my favorite scene was actually the kids running through the jungle, running from them.
Right.
And the younger son, like trips and falls, but as he's falling, he turns around and nails 2 of the Ash people.
With what?
With a gun, yeah, whatever they're called. They're like,
because their dad is part human and he's an ex-Marine. They kind of have weapons compared to the Na'vi that only use bows and arrows.
And then the other good scene that I was saying is with them fighting up against. This is the first time we see the Ash people. Is where they're going up with the air people because Spider. They're gonna like fix Spider basically. If I want to describe that in a way where I'm not giving too much away.
No, that's not what they were taking him back to the humans. Is why they went.
They were taking him back to the humans, and the whole family went. And this is the first time we see the Ash people appear, and they come out and start like attacking the. It's like a hot air balloon almost.
Right, it's a comedy. I was actually going to talk about that as my favorite part, but it's a hot air balloon that is hauling a pirate ship.
Yeah.
And then the pirate ship is being pulled by.
The pirate ship's made out of bamboo, string, and rope.
And rope. And it's being pulled by like a floating water creature, but it's not in water. It floats through the sky. It's like a weird cell-like creature that floats, and it's super cool.
But here's describe more. My favorite scene was in that scene they fight up against the Ash people for the first time. And all their crossbows and their guns, they're just nailing Sully.
So you like the battle scene?
Battle scenes were good, yes. But this one was also the fact that Sully jumps off the ship on
the dad, Jake Sully. Okay.
They on one of the little, they're like flying pet creatures.
Yeah, I forget what those are called, but it's their flying lizards that they fly on. So, well, let me get to my review. Do you have any guess what I'm gonna give it?
Yeah.
What am I gonna give?
A full thumbs up.
You think why? Why would I give it a full thumbs up?
I thought you enjoyed the movie for the time that I was awake.
Okay.
Right.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Half a thumbs up.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I want to give it a full thumbs up.
Right.
I do. I want to give it a thumbs up, but I'm only going to give it a half a thumbs up. And there's 2 reasons why I want to give it a half a thumbs up. It was too long.
That's why I would put it down a little bit.
It was brutally long. It was unnecessarily long.
Yeah.
And I don't mind a long movie, but as a parent, you want to take your kid to the movie, and it's of course we should have gone to an earlier showing, but it's just too long to sit. I had to hop up and run to the bathroom 2 times.
Yeah.
I mean, I can usually make it through.
I went up to the bathroom once because I was like falling asleep.
And then the other reason why I gave it a half a thumbs up is well, I guess it's 2 reasons. It was complex and dark. And when I say dark, is the first movie was just beautiful.
Yeah, this was so dark and.
The first movie was really beautiful. I like again, it was the most beautiful movie I've ever seen.
I guess you could say the second movie ended really dark.
No, but the second movie was also beautiful.
Yeah.
This third movie, because it took place in kind of this wasteland style, industrial pipes and tankers and fire coming out of the exhaust, and it was all kind of at night. It was just really dark, and there was some beautiful scenes, but the movie was just a little dark. Story was a little too complex. There was too many stories going on at once. But this leads me to my favorite part, which is what you're discussing. Mine wasn't the fighting. Mine was this amazing creation of a flying vessel made out of twigs and, not twigs, but sticks and rope. You just
liked that.
Oh, it was really beautiful. And it was being held by this giant
It's gas, like an air pocket.
Yeah, it was filled by this giant living thing filled with gas that floated through the sky.
Right.
And the colors were just brilliant. And I kind of wish the whole movie was that beautiful, but it wasn't. It took a dark turn. The Ash people, where they lived, was dark.
Yeah.
You may have slept through some of that. It got a little, and I'm going to use a weird word. It got a little psychedelic because there was, they were like doing drugs, these Ash people.
Yeah.
And so not a lot, but there was large portions of the movie that were like a weird acid trip.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to give it a full thumbs up. I can only give it a half a thumbs up. So yeah, that's my rating on it.
So we just went over our favorite themes. Do you want to do the parent side?
Yeah, I can do the parent side.
I could definitely say there was some bad words.
There was bad words. It wasn't horrible, but there was unnecessary bad words.
Spider.
I counted over 15 curse words.
Yeah.
It's not the whole. I mean, in a 3-hour movie, I guess it's not that bad because you're only talking, 7 or 8 bad words for a movie that's half as long. But this movie being 3 hours and 17 minutes, there was over 15 bad words. There wasn't any real inappropriate scenes. There's a birth scene, but they don't really show much. But if you have kids that don't understand that type of stuff, I
must have missed that.
You missed it, yeah. Hey, buddy, we got a visitor, and this guy didn't go, so it's too long for little ones.
Yeah,
that's the thing. It's just too long for little ones.
Yeah. Don't take your little ones.
The darkness is a little too much for little ones. There wasn't any.
Make sure I'm awake.
There wasn't any controversial scenes, if you know what I mean. So yeah, not for little kids. It's okay for teenagers, but be ready. There's a few curse words, and they could have done without them. They could have made the movie without those words, and it wouldn't have affected it in a negative way. But
don't go seeing the movie at 11.
Yeah, go early. Go earlier.
Go earlier.
Unless your kids sleep in late.
You're gonna go and see the movie. You better go see it from 1:30 to 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
So.
What about ages? So we kind of talked. What would you say the proper age group is?
Age group, I would say 12 and up.
Yeah. I'm spot on. 12 and up. Anybody younger than 12, I think, is probably going to get confused and bored.
Yeah.
And even though the movie might be beautiful and fun for them to watch, and all the battle scenes, I think it's just too long. They're going to be antsy and wanting to leave an hour into the thing, if not sooner.
So here's another thing I want to say. I for the time that I was awake, I thought the movie kept going on about these random, unnecessary, funny jokes.
Yeah, I don't know what that was going. You kept saying something about that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was getting tired, and he kept saying that. And I was like, "What is he talking about? Random jokes? I don't know."
Right.
But we did stay through the credits, although he was asleep at the end. There's some beautiful scenes. It's almost like cutting room floor scenes at the end, which is weird because it's CGI, so there's no such thing as a cutting room scenes. But that only goes through the first part of the credits, and then we stayed until they turned the lights on.
Yeah.
We didn't see anything else. I did have to wake him up and get out of there. So if there was anything at the very end, we don't know it. But by the time
there was no post-credit scenes.
By the time it was just as they started to do the credits, they were doing kind of these beautiful cutting room floor scenes of each character. And I don't. It was just pretty to look at, but that was it. But unless we missed something at the very, very end, after they turned the lights on, I didn't see anything. So
okay.
So what do we got coming up next? We got Christmas coming up here in a few days.
We weren't wearing our Christmas hats. Sorry, guys.
Well, maybe we'll get another opening.
Maybe.
I'm not sure what's coming
up.
Here, so.
We still gotta see the Grinch. Yeah, if we want to do that in the next couple days. I'm on winter break.
Yeah, re-release of the Grinch.
So we could do a week review. We could do one on this week.
We could go see it in the theater and
Oh,
real quick, another thing. What about sorry guys, before we move too far. We saw it in 3D. We didn't talk about it. Do you recommend going and seeing it in 3D?
No.
Why?
Because it hurts my eyes. It really does. Like, every time I took off the glasses, I felt a little more awake, but when I put them back on, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like getting sucked into the TV.
Yeah. So I wasn't tired, but I will say the 3D viewing was bothersome. It wasn't necessary. Again, I think the movie would have been just as good in not 3D. So
maybe if we saw it a little earlier.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't really hurting my eyes, but it didn't add to the movie, in my opinion. It didn't make the movie amazing. So I'd say save a few extra bucks.
It was so weird though, because I mean we haven't been to a 3D movie in a little while, but all the stuff are like coming out.
I mean, the 3D was good. I just don't think it was necessary. So I'd say if you're going to see it, save yourself a few bucks. Just see it in normal.
Another one of the weird things was as I was looking at the screen out of the corner of my eye, I saw a light turn on.
All right, so let's wrap it up. This getting long. So if you started at the beginning of our video and you just want to jump to the end, what we gave it was two half a thumbs up.
Half a thumbs up.
Should they see it in the theater or wait for DVD?
Recommend.
Hold on. See it in the theater or buy it or rent it. I don't even know if you can rent DVDs anymore, but
do a DVD.
You say skip the theater?
There's gonna be a lot of spoilers, so see it in the theater. Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of spoilers, so if you see it in the theater, do it earlier than we did.
I say see it in the theater.
3 hours.
See it in the theater. Plan your restroom breaks accordingly. Right. So before you go sit down, go take care of business before you sit down, and then plan on jumping up at a quiet scene later.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, I think waiting until DVD. What's going to be interesting, we'll actually see it on DVD or on Netflix or whatever it comes. I guess it won't be Netflix because
it will come out on DVD.
Yeah, at some point we'll see it at home, and so you can watch the very end of it. But I honestly think it's too long of a movie to watch at home. The nice thing about watching it at home is you could stop it, go grab a drink or go use the bathroom and come back and start it over again.
Yep. All right. Make sure to hit the like button.
Subscribe.
Leave comments if you can.
Yeah, if you can.
We love to see them. And do you also want to tell them that earlier in this movie, when we went to the R.A.D Regal, that lady that greeted us nicely?
Oh, I could. I didn't get her name. Cool. We went to our local theater in Everett, and again, it was late at night. We came in. There was no line. But
just a younger lady,
young gal working. I think she may have had an Indian descent from her, features. But we didn't catch her name. Absolutely wonderful. She was so pleasant, smiled.
I thought the staff were all right, but
they were great. Even
one of the other funny weird things is before we walked into the movie, the guy that I handed the tickets to was like, "Oh, your movie's gonna end at 1:30." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I think he had already heard about how long the movie was, and he was preparing us for a long movie. But what I was gonna say, Everett, Washington, Regal Cinemas, the people selling concessions, the young lady at the concession stand, manager, guy taking the tickets. Everybody was great. Very
Alright, well, we
pleasant
need to wrap
experience.
this up. So, we've got Super Mario Galaxy coming up, and a couple more things, and I can't really think of them right now. So,
Well, the good news is this our video is long, like the movie's long.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Also, while you were listening to us, you could look at this picture throughout the video. So,
Oh yeah, if you want to zoom in,
right.
that's a picture of his race season this year.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.
Guys, thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.